This is literally a work of Greek art, which, it's the only thing you could afford. You couldn't afford a Greek statue, it would be millions. So this is a miniature piece of Greek art, which I just love. And the coin's 2,500 years old, and it's got like as high relief as anything the U.S. Mint's ever made. I think the Mint's got some work to do. They're talking about attracting younger people, but then they come out with $3,000 coins with Superman. I'm like, who's going to afford that? And this gentleman bought 200 coins, and the coins have stayed in the same family until yesterday. They've been the same family since 1892. My name is Jeff Garrett, owner of Mid-American Rare Coin Gallery, and we are in Oklahoma City for the American Numismatic Convention, A&A, I guess they call their Summer World's Fair of Money. This is my 51st A&A in a row, and I got the bars there to prove it. Got one for every one I've been to, so 51 in a row.
That's very cool.
Started in 1974.
Did you have to put these together yourself?
Well, they sell them to you every year, and then every year you just kind of add to your chain.
Okay.
The last one on there, I've got the Oklahoma City. I've already got it put on there.
Beautiful. Did you get one of the coins yet?
No, I haven't done that. I've been so busy, I've had a hard time getting away from the table.
Yeah,
so.
fair enough.
I was a little bit worried about the show being in Oklahoma City because it's kind of hard to get to for a lot of people. But this Boris floor has been packed, and it shows you a big commitment to people to travel to see people and do things. So it's been a great week, and I hope everybody else enjoyed being here. So one of the first coins I thought would be cool to show you is an 1852. It's a patterned gold coin. And it's really interesting. It's got a ring. It's a ring dollar, and it looks like you would think it looks like a washer, like from a plumber's washer. But what it was in the 1850s, they were thinking about ways to make gold coins bigger, and by putting a hole in it, they could make the diameter of the coin obviously larger.
Right.
But it was a pattern. Probably only like 10 of these were made. Probably only like 5 or 6 known, 5 to 10 known, something like that. Super rare coin. And it's also in pristine proof 66 condition.
That's amazing.
It's a really cool coin. And all patterned gold coins are rare. There's no common, a lot of patterned gold coins, there's only 1 or 2 known of. So patterned coins in gold are like their own category of like mega rare. So any patterned coin in gold is considered super rare.
Do we know much about like the production behind this?
Yeah, and like I said, it was an experiment to try to make the gold dollars. If you look at one, it's like a tiny little coin. It's like really little, and it's easy to lose and all that stuff. And it was a way to try to you still make the coin out of gold, but to have a larger diameter.
Yeah. So this obviously never made it into production.
No, they never made them.
What did make it into production?
Like the gold dollars, the actual gold dollars. I could show you one if you want to see one. So this is for the same time period. This would be a gold dollar. You can see how tiny that is.
Yeah.
Easy to lose, hard to, making them, and for denomination, it's very small in diameter. And you can see them side by side. You can see how they try to make the diameter bigger.
Yeah.
People who collect patterns are like all rare, so it's neat to buy pattern coins. Are just a really neat specialty because all patterns are pretty much rare by nature.
Yeah. Have you ever seen one of these in person before?
I've seen them before. Mostly, usually in like big auctions.
Okay.
I've never owned this one before, so it's the first time I've owned a pattern. This particular pattern gold dollar.
Okay.
Really rare coin. It's probably a $50,000 coin.
It's wrong to do, but I want to wear it as a necklace.
I know, isn't that pretty funny?
Like it feels like the perfect
I
jewelry
know.
piece.
I'd like to sell it to my plumber, see what he thinks about it. So.
You do a lot in ancients too.
I do a lot in ancients. That's a big part of my business. But I think when I did an interview with you before, I talked about how I collect ancients myself. It's what I really like because I think that they're undervalued compared to U.S. coins of the same rarity. When I went to the coin show in Berlin in February of this year, I bought this from a German coin dealer. It's a Alexander the Great tetradrachm, and the coin is virtually mint condition. I think it is mint condition. NGC graded it Choice AU, but I think it really is mint. I mean, it's got full blazing luster. I kidded someone earlier today. I was talking about how the mint makes like a big deal when they make a high relief.
Yeah.
Well, this coin's 2,500 years old, and it's got like as high relief as anything the U.S. Mint's ever made.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The relief is beautiful.
These coins are hammer struck, right?
Yeah, they're struck by hammer. So they're hand struck, hand engraved the dies.
That's incredible.
This is literally a work of Greek art, which it's the only thing you could afford. You couldn't afford a Greek statue; it would be millions. So this is a miniature piece of Greek art, which I just love. And as being a U.S. coin dealer, you know how we're all like conditioned, everything high condition is like a big deal.
Right.
Well, to me, an ancient coin in mint state really appeals to my U.S. coin nature of liking a coin in really high grade.
Sure.
Really beautiful coin. There's the back of it with Zeus on the back.
Oh, awesome.
You got the eagle. And the coin was made in Cyprus, and on below the eagle there you can see a mint mark. So it actually has a mint mark on it, similar to today's coins. The coin was made in Cyprus, which the Greeks controlled at that time.
Okay. So this was made
300 BC.
Okay. I'm not too well versed on Alexander the Great. Could you give like a little
Well,
bio
Alexander
on
the Great, it was around 300 BC, conquered the known world, went everywhere, and they would like in Cyprus they would go in and they would have a battle, and they would once they won the battle they would take over, install their own people.
Mm-hmm.
They would so a lot of times they would actually rename the towns after himself. They named Alexandria, is named after Alexander.
Sure.
There's a bunch of places named after Alexander the Great. Also, when they would establish a city, they would actually start mints there too and making coins. So he made coins all over the known world at the time that he conquered.
Yeah. He died kind of young, right?
He died when I think he was like 30-something years old. He died in Babylonia, I believe, and he had just been kind of repelled back from India, and they mysteriously died at a young age. Yes.
So would he be alive when this coin was struck, or?
I think this one was, no, this says early posthumous issue, so that means it was struck right after, pretty closely after he died. So they kept making the coins for probably another 100 years.
Interesting.
After he died. It was that influential.
From what I know, he still allowed people to like continue with their religions, and it was.
Well, it's interesting. So his strategy. What it would do is he would go into a city or a town or whatever, a country, and he would say, if you surrender, we'll take over. It'll be Greek. If you're still there, you can have your own religion. You can do your thing, and let them thrive under his banner. If not, he would kill everyone and sell you into slavery. And he did that at several places. Tyre, which is a place he did a famous siege for 6 months, took it over, killed everybody, and sold them all into slavery. So eventually people realized that it was better to surrender than it was to fight back.
Yeah.
So pretty interesting strategy.
Yeah, I would let him just take
You're boss
stuff.
Man now.
We'll get some cool vases from different places.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a win-win for everyone.
Yeah, you're boss man. So yeah, it's what the way he conducted war in those by today's standards would be pretty atrocious. So it's a lot different 300 BC. So
Yeah,
that's for sure. But the main reason I like this coin, the quality is just so nice. It's just blazing mint luster, ultra high relief, and it's 2,500 years old. I just love it. I love all those combinations of it. Yeah. And I bought this for my personal collection. It's not for sale. It goes in my personal collection.
Okay.
So that's what's really cool about it.
I put a little not for sale.
Not for sale. There. That's it. Not for sale. Yeah, number 3 is a cool coin. It's a New Rochelle $50, and it's been designated by NGC as a specimen, and it's graded as specimen 66. And you can tell it's got a deep mirror proof-like surfaces and cameo devices. So it's a coin that's not just also nice condition, but it's basically like a proof/specimen. Probably only about 20 or 30 known of the coin. And it's for, if you collect commemorative $50, it's a pretty cool coin. I love the surfaces of it. They're beautiful, reflective mirror surfaces. And it's just really rare to have a proof of a coin they didn't normally make in proof. It's like kind of you wouldn't see it in Redbook, for instance. It's like off the charts type coin. So
it's a farmer with a calf.
Yeah, it's a calf. Yep, it's made in New Rochelle, and it's got I don't know who the guy is in the design on it. It's a beautiful coin. It's in the New Rochelle halves you can buy for $500 or $600, but this is a proof specimen. It's probably worth about $10,000.
That's awesome.
Yeah, really beautiful condition. Then on the back, it's got some kind of flower in the back.
Just to repeat it back to make sure I understand, this is a U.S. $50.
U.S. commemorative half.
They did make like regular collectors.
They made regular collectors.
And then they made a handful of them.
A handful of them in proof. Probably made for presentation pieces to give dignitaries when they had the event.
Okay.
That'd be my guess. That's what most proofs are made for, is for presentation pieces to dignitaries when they did events.
All right. I think it might be time to move to what we've all been waiting for.
Yes. This is neat.
Honestly, like I don't even know how to comment on this, because the story goes back so far and so deep.
It's really cool.
Yeah, go ahead. Why do you have this many $50?
So the history on this is, I was at the show yesterday, and about 15 years ago, I handled a hoard of Boone $50, and I did a CoinWord article about it at the time, and the person who had these coins, he read the article and thought I would be a good person to offer the coins to, because I handled a hoard of Boone commemorative $50. Okay. So he sits down, shows me this box, and just completely blown away by it. It's just unbelievable. So what it was is his great-great-grandfather, he was born in 1854. I have a photograph of him and his wife. In 1892, he traveled to Chicago to attend the World's Fair in Chicago, which was a big deal. It was the first World's Fair in America. It transformed Chicago. It was where the Ferris wheel made its debut.
Okay.
It was just an unbelievably cool event. And to help finance it, they made the first commemorative coin in America, the 1892 Columbian half dollars.
Yeah.
They sold them for $1 a piece, so 50 cents was to go toward the fundraising as an effort. And this gentleman bought 200 coins. And the guy, when I met him yesterday, he showed me the coins. He thought I'd be interested. I had to contain my excitement. It's just such a cool deal.
Yeah.
They're not super expensive, but they're all, as you can see, they're beautifully matched. They're frosty, brilliant uncirculated. The guy had kept them in tubes. An original tube of rolled paper wrappers when they bought the coins. And the coins have stayed in the same family until yesterday. So they traded hands yesterday. So they've been the same family since 1892. I think they're just amazing to see a hoard of 200 of any commemorative coin.
Yeah.
And these coins were from the Columbian World's Fair, and it's just amazing. So I'm going to be taking these coins. I'll probably create a special label for them. We'll be calling the something hoard, maybe after the fellow who found them.
Okay.
And we'll be offering these, or I will, or someone else will be offering them on the market someday. But they're just, to see, there's what the coins look like up close. They're frosty, brilliant, uncirculated, like the day they were made.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I mean, to see 200 of them is just amazing. I couldn't believe it when I saw them yesterday.
Yeah. What is
super
what is
excited.
Just one of these in mint state go for usually?
Probably from $100 to $200.
Okay.
So it's not. You say it's not the most valuable thing I've ever owned, but some things transcend value. I just love the story and the fact that they've been in the same family since 1892. And
the
same rolls, same paper wrappers, the whole deal. And the guy brought them to the coin show in Oklahoma City and sold them to me. So I got a chance to buy it. And I got them because of the fact that I bought a hoard 15 years earlier and I publicized it, so the guy got to see it on, probably Googled it and found the story.
Yeah, so it worked out.
Yeah, it's neat. It's neat.
Do we know how many of these that they made?
They probably made, I don't know that off the top of my head, hundreds of thousands of them.
Okay.
Yeah, hundreds of thousands. They actually, I don't think they sold out. I think they ended up melting some at the end because they made too many of them.
Sure.
But because this was selling for $1 in 1892, which is quite a bit of money. So quite a bit.
It's a 50% markup.
Yeah,
or 100%
double 100% markup. So doing them.
So I do have an unrelated, just general numismatic question. If you have an extra 5 minutes.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So I wanted to get your opinion on what you think the future of numismatics looks like. We've got a lot of stuff like NFTs coming out, where you can buy portions of coins. There's lots of cool new stuff happening in the minting world. But what do you see this world looking like in 10 years?
I think conventions will still be a big deal because people want to meet people.
Okay.
It's like you and I sitting across from each other. Zoom call is one thing, but it's better to be in person. So I think there might be less of the events because, traveling, you can maybe save your travel budget for only a couple shows a year. They'll be picked because you want to spend the money on online. I think social media, I think with the advance of information, like anything you want to know about anything with a coin, you can probably use AI to get the story on it. So it'll just be like a deluge of information about coins. And I do think that the grading services will continue to offer more services to make collecting easier, like, more you can do on your phone. I think things that we'll just take for granted will become, more ubiquitous in the hobby. But I do think that it's, seeing the physical coins, people, coins, and I do think that now, in the past, in the future, coins are great stories will be the ones that people want the most. So no matter, even if the mint's making it, if it's got a great story attached to it, it's gonna be more desirable. So if it's like an inspiring story, it's no big deal. But if it's a Superwoman coin and people just saw the movie, it's a good story. They might want to buy it. They might be inspired to it. I think the mint's got some work to do. They're talking about attracting younger people, but then they come out with $3,000 coins with Superman. I'm like, who's going to afford that? So they got some work to do as far as making affordable for young people. But I think the hobby is I see nothing but growing. So I think technology and I don't know if just social media is even the right way of putting it, but I think that the connectivity of the world is going to be it's just going to get better and better and better.
Yeah.
And I think numismatics, the great stories will continue to attract collectors.
Okay.
So I'm very bullish on it. So
I don't see them going down anytime soon.
no. Especially guys like you out there spreading the stories and telling the gospel.
Trying to.
That's it. That's good.
Appreciate it. Is there anything else you want to say or mention before? We wrap
No,
this
I'm
up?
just